Looking out in the crowd, we got like real adults. It is. Like I'm 36, but I'm talking like you guys, some of you have your shit going on. I could feel it. Some of you guys have a car. Some of you probably own property. You got an email address. I get it. You think you're better than me. Big time Hotmail over here. Okay. I'm such a kid. I lived with my dad till I was 34. I had to. He had HBO. You can't pass that shit up. And then HBO Go came along. I got his password. I got the fuck out. It's been 2 years. I haven't seen him since. Somebody asked me the other day, hey, Danny, how's your dad? No idea. But Game of Thrones last night, fantastic. I go on luxurious vacations. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ever heard of it? I take the Greyhound. Yeah, ladies, I got that kind of money. Mm-hmm. You don't seem like the Greyhound types. You're not missing out on anything. There's crazy shit on Greyhound. You got white dudes with dreadlocks, black dudes with mullets. Everyone with a cricket phone. And once a minute, the phone's ringing. Who's calling these people? Who even knows the number? They just bought the phone 5 minutes ago. At a gas station. I'll take a pack of juicy fruit and, a phone? I don't know, it's an impulse buy. Little known fact about a cricket phone. Every time a cricket phone rings on a Greyhound bus, a hillbilly angel gets its oversized Monster Energy drink t-shirt. One great thing about Milwaukee, though, you can't help but get drunk there. They force you to drink. Friday night, I went to a bar, I got lit up. Saturday night, I didn't want to drink. The bartender goes, what do you have? And I go, I'm just going to have a water. He goes, a water? How about this? I can give you 3 Miller Lite pints for $2. I said, yeah, I'll take 27. I was out in Milwaukee. I went to a party. Yeah, I get down. A little square dancing and shit. Some guy came up to me at the party. He was talking about my accent. I get this all the time. All the time about my accent. By the way, I have a very thick Chicago accent. It's too thick. It's disgusting. My Chicago accent's so thick, it sounds like if an Italian beef could speak. Give me a dip, throw some jardiniere on me. Sit in your front room, don't lose your garage key. And wash me down with a pop, jag-off. That's my voice, I'm aware. So all the time I get comments on my accent, so I'm at the party in Milwaukee, and a dude came up to me and told me I had a thick Italian accent. And I was like, Italian beef? You heard my joke? Big fan over here, huh? Look at fanboy fanning out, huh? Oh, you need an autograph, a picture? I got you, man. He's like, dude, I have no fucking idea who you are. Yeah. He's like, I'm just saying you got a thick Italian accent. And I've gotten this so much over the years, I think I finally figured out what people mean. Whenever somebody says to me, hey, man, you got a thick Italian accent, I think that's a roundabout way of saying, man, you didn't go to college, did you? And I didn't, but still. I got feelings. That doesn't make me feel good. Or is it well? And if you didn't get that last line, well, you probably didn't go to college either. I don't know what to tell you. I can't force this shit down your throats. I didn't go to college, but I once threw $100,000 into a fire, so I feel like, whatever. I don't know if there's any Italians here tonight. I'm not stereotyping people. I grew up in a predominantly Italian neighborhood. I don't like stereotypes, but one thing was true about every Italian that lived in my neighborhood. For some reason, they would go out of their way to tell me they were Italian when I never asked. Like, there was this candy store me and my friends would go to when we were little kids. Every time we walk in, this old guy, Louis, would open the door, greet us, and some reason tell us that he was Italian. As if we could not tell by his wife beater and spaghetti stains. We'd walk in, he'd open the door, he'd be like, hey, how you guys doing? I'm Louis, I'm Italian. How's the weather outside? Nobody cares. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I knew you were Italian, Louis. You're wearing a full tracksuit. And you got 2 pinky rings on the same finger. And all other white people are embarrassed to be around you. I might have cut a little deep for some people. Okay. My neighborhood changed though when I was like 12. A lot of Latinos moved in. A lot of Polish moved in. I liked that. I like diversity. And I love Polish people, but I have to say, as much as I love Polish people, growing up around a lot of them, I did notice one thing about Polish women and their looks. Polish women's looks are exactly like the Chicago weather. They're either really hot or fucking brutal. There is no in between. A Polish woman either looks like a supermodel or a sketch of a nightmare. Why is your right eye where your left ear should be? Who let you out of your cage, Agnieszka? You guys all know Agnieszka. Don't act like you don't know Aggie. I know some women are thinking, Danny, who are you to talk about anybody's looks? I understand. I'm 6 foot tall, 150 pounds. I have the body of a teenage, heroin-addicted girl. And I have a beer belly. 6 foot tall, $150 with a beer belly. When I get naked and I see my reflection, I want to puke. I'm telling you, I woke up the other day, I was about to rub one out. Big plans, the ultimate jack sesh. I put on my Little League batting glove, a helmet. There's a bat next to me for some reason. I'm ready to go. I get naked, I see my reflection. I'm like, oh, you don't fucking deserve this. 6-inch long nipple hairs? What are you doing? I gotta say though, I do okay with women. I haven't mastered the initial approach though. Like going up to them, it's a lot. My friends would tell me when I was single all the time, Danny, it's very easy. You want to talk to a woman, just say hi. You've heard this your whole life. Just say hi. But ladies, you know you do not want a guy just to say hi when he's climbing through your bedroom window. In that case, you want him to say something like, whoops, wrong window. Or, whoops, I thought this window led to your son's room. Calm down, he's 18 in the joke. So unless you hate gay people, there's no reason to be upset. What do we got, Duck Dynasty fans here? Yeah, a lot of topical references are no longer topical coming at you. Desert Storm jokes, they're up. They're coming. That joke might have turned some people off. Let's get into what everybody loves, candy bars. Anybody like candy bars up in this bitch? They never did nothing to nobody, right? I don't like them all, though. I like candy bars. You know what you're getting as soon as you see the name. I don't want to do any investigating. I'll tell you one I like. I like Twix. Why do I like Twix? Think about it. Twix. Twin sticks. Twix. You know what the fuck's up. I just blew that dude's mind right there. You know what else I like? Reese's peanut butter cups. You know it's shaped like a cup. You know it's got peanut butter in there. And you know somebody named Reese owned that shit. I don't like candy bars where you got to do investigating. Like, I don't like Mounds, and I don't like their sister Almond Joy. Because one of them has nuts. The other one, no nuts. But I can never remember which one is which. You're probably saying to yourself, if you're my age and older, Danny, we had that song growing up to remember the difference. You guys remember the song? Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't because. And some of you might be thinking, Danny, how do you not know which one has nuts between Mounds and Almond Joy? One of them has almond in the name. Okay, you got me there. I got to be honest with you. I'm just saying there needs to be a simpler way. So here's what I propose. Instead of calling it Mounds and Almond Joy, why don't they just call it Mounds and Mounds with nuts? This is what I'm getting at. You got corn, and you got corn on the cob, right? You don't have corn and boo boo bing bing. Talk about the serious shit. If you're visiting from out of town and you have never taken a shot of Malort, okay. If you see how the locals reacting, I'll tell you why in just a moment. It's the worst shot you could possibly drink. Look at this. I had all you guys. Now you're all talking about, holy shit. How dare he bring up Malort? I'm having flashbacks. I'm telling you, can only get in Chicago, so we support it, but the fact of the matter is, it's terrible. If you've never had it before, what I'm saying is, like, they got it at the bar, so after the show, if you guys want to hang at the bar and take shots of Malort, that's fine. I'm not going to buy it for you, but I'll... Here, if you've never had it before, ladies, have you ever had it before? Oh, Tarna? Yeah, so if you know, it tastes like the bartender took a bar rag and wrung it into the shot glass. It tastes like if you stuck your tongue on Lower Wacker Drive and went, you know. It tastes like a fart and a burp got together. We're like, hey, I'm gonna ruin your night. And the first time somebody drinks it, I'm telling you, it's a great experience. You'll watch them spit it out, dry heave. I've had people never talk to me again. Once you drink it a few dozen times, you're good to go. But the first time somebody drinks it, it's always an experience to watch. So a story on that quickly. My grandfather, a few years ago, he turned 90 years old. So we were all hanging out celebrating his birthday. Me, my siblings, and cousins, we're all drinking shots of Malort. And I found out in his 90 years, my grandfather had never drank this before. And I said, Grandpappy, you're 90. You got to drink this, man. You're about to die. And remember how bad it tastes, and especially how people react when they drink it for the first time. Well, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. I hand my grandfather the shot. He takes it down, looks at me, and goes, not too bad. Not too bad. What's his reaction for drinking Malort for the first time? Which begs the inevitable question. Exactly how bad does my grandma's pussy taste? To which my grandfather responded, I was in World War II. I don't eat pussy, you bitch. We're making with the sillies. We're having a good time, right? I know I'm not for everybody. I understand that. I'm not vanilla ice cream. I'm more like Spumoni. With belly button lint thrown in. You're like, it's here. I'm hungry. Let's go. I love being silly, but I'm going to get serious for just a moment. I have something called obsessive compulsive disorder. And I'm telling you, I've been taking medicine for it since I was a teenager. It's debilitating. Sometimes I can't even get out of bed. But what I'm telling you guys is that I try to deal with it being on stage. It's one of my favorite things to do. I would tell you guys some of my struggles with OCD, but it's hard to relate to. So I can tell you one thing that everybody can relate to. I do not like germs. I cannot stand when people don't wash their hands. You know what I can't stand? When you go to a place and they don't have soap in the bathroom. Just soap it up. That's all I need, and I'm good to go. Now, this bar has soap, so how about a round of applause for Timothy O'Toole's? Just soap it up. That's all I ask. But there are some establishments that I've come across through the years that do not have soap. And I've made a list. And I'm going to share some with you right now. Now, by the way, I'm not saying these places don't always have soap. I'm saying when I was there at that particular time, they did not. So if you're affiliated with this company or you know somebody who is, I'm not saying they don't always have soap. When I was there, they did not. So don't Jezebel me. These are places with no soap. The Continental. That's a 4 a.m. bar on Chicago and California Avenue in the Humble Park neighborhood. No soap. I went in one bathroom, no soap. Then I went in the other bathroom and there was a woman in there. And she's like, what are you doing in here? I'm like, what am I doing here? What are you doing in here? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, you're pregnant, you have 3 kids, and you're my sister. So calm down, or I'm telling Ma. The Continental, no soap. You ready? Gamekeepers. That's in Lincoln Park, 300 West Armitage Avenue, to be exact. The name of the place is Gamekeepers. What's the name of the place? Gamekeepers. What they're keeping is games. What they're not keeping is soap. You ready, sir? Strap the fuck in. Wendy's! Not all Wendy's, the one on Division and Ashland. And there is one bathroom in the entire place, and that's where the employees wash their hands. Gross, I know. Wendy's, no soap. Where's the beef, Dave Thomas? More like, where's the soap? People over 35 love that reference. Okay, we got one more. Well, I got a bunch, but the only one I'm going to do tonight. A copy? I got you, girl. This is a big one. Bangladesh. The entire country. No soap. I don't like germs, but I'll tell you what, I'll look past it when it comes to sex. Motherfucker gotta get laid. Or especially nowadays, in these times, I'll look past it if it comes to eating butthole. Do not get tense. Loosen them holes. Because you got to eat that hole, guys. Because you don't eat that hole, somebody else gonna eat that hole. I'm telling you, these millennial women, it's all about the buttholes. It's butthole eating and Snapchatting all day. Sometimes at the same time. Hey, Bridget, look at me getting my butthole eaten. Actually, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think butthole eating is the biggest difference between men and women. Whoa, sir. Am I getting controversial here? I'll tell you why, because I think somewhere out there, woman wants her hole eaten, guy will eat the hole. Somewhere out there. But you got a guy? No way. Maybe. Here, you take any guy in this room. You guys seem like upstanding citizens. Most of you. Go home right now. Go clean your butthole. For 5 days straight. Don't eat. Don't sleep. Don't even go on Yahoo. I know it's going to be rough, but lay off the who. And then post on the internet. Hey, ladies, I just spent 5 days cleaning my butthole. It's crystal clear. Come over and eat it. And out of 3.5 billion women in the world, you might get one if you pay her a lot of money. But you take any woman in this room right now. Just go anywhere. Go in the bathroom, go outside, go on a fire truck. Just go take a big, stinky poo-poo. Don't, oh my God. I spend half of my day taking shits. I'm trying to get relatable here. Just a big, stinky poo-poo. A color you've never seen. Corn in there. Not even corn. I'm talking about like an entire corn on the cob in there. But you don't go home and wipe. What you do is you go on the internet. Hey, fellas! I just took a big, stinky, disgusting poo-poo. Now come over here and eat my hole. And out of 3.5 billion men in the world, you will get at least 1 billion. And they will pay her. And that's the biggest difference between men and women. The biggest difference. That and a woman's never been president. But you know. Other than that, we're all the same. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. Good night.